Welcome to another book talk with Livingston Parish Library. My name is Danielle, the branch manager of the Watson branch. So today I wanted to talk to you about some middle grade and YA books that are just recently published and are getting a lot of good reviews, and there's a lot of people talking about them. So I wanted to let you guys know about them first. So this first book I have for you today is a middle grade book that's very much in the same genre as the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books and Captain Underpants. It's not necessarily a graphic novel, but it's not like a true full just like words book. It's like a little bit of a mixture. Don't even know what they're called. I call them hybrids. I don't know. But I have a feeling that this is going to be very, very popular. It is by a huge author who has won tons of awards. He is everywhere. His rocket ship is going straight up, and he ain't coming down anytime soon. He's the creme de la creme. So this book is essentially about the greatest young superhero that you have never heard of. So this is called Stunt Boy in the Meantime by Jason Reynolds. So Portico Reeves's superpower is making sure that all other superheroes around him, including his parents and his two best friends, stay safe. Like super, super safe. And he does this all in secret. No one knows that he is Stunt Boy. But Portico thinks his regular identity is very cool as well because he lives in the biggest building on the block, possibly the whole city. And so it basically makes it a castle. His mom calls it an apartment building, but if a hallway has 50 doors, it's a castle to him. But Portico has another secret. His parents are fighting all the time, and they usually tell him to go save someone in the meantime. Well, he understands that in the meantime means that they're about to have a mean time. So it is his superhero responsibility to save them too. And all of these secrets tend to give him the worry wiggles, which his mom calls anxiety. And on top of that, like all superheroes, Portico has an arch nemesis who is determined to prove that he is not super at all. What's a superhero to do? So this next book is one of the most anticipated young adult new releases for March. It's from a highly acclaimed author that has written tons and tons of fantasy books. She's very highly acclaimed. So this one, people are really, really excited about this one. This is called Gallant by V.E. Schwab. So our main character, Olivia Pryor, has grown up at the Mary Lance School for Girls pretty much her whole life. The only thing she has connecting her to her past is her mother's journal, which is pretty much written by a madwoman. So when she receives a letter telling her to come to her, home called Gallant, she heads over there immediately. But when she gets there, everybody's like, "What are you doing here? Who are you? What's going on?" But she refuses to leave because this is the first time that she's felt, connected to her home. Although it is haunted and she's seeing these like half-formed ghouls kind of like haunting the hallways and in the shadows. So there is that. So Olivia can tell that Gallant is hiding some secrets and she is bound to discover them. But when she somehow crosses through this ruined wall, just as the shadows are touching it, she finds herself as in a place that is gallant, but isn't gallant. Very much like a shadow realm. So suddenly the manor is crumbling and the ghouls are very much solid, and there's this mysterious figure that's ruling over all of it. So she finally realizes what has been unraveling her family for generations, and she may have discovered where her father has come from. So now she needs to decide, is she going to protect our world from the master of the house, or is she going to take her place beside him? So the last book I have for you today came out last month, but it is buzzing everywhere. It's by a highly acclaimed author who has written several other YA series that have been very popular. She's won some awards, so people are really talking about this one. It's also inspired by Persian mythology, so people who love mythological-based fantasy series will really love this one. It's called This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi. This is a fantasy inspired by Persian mythology, all about clashing kingdoms, a little forbidden romance, and a long-lost queen destined to save her people. So to all the world, Alize is just a disposable servant, not the long-lost heir to the ancient Jinn kingdom that's hiding in plain sight. and the crown prince, Cameron, has heard of the prophecies telling about the death of his king and the fall of his kingdom. But he never would have imagined that the servant girl with the strange eyes will one day uproot his kingdom and the world. So that's it for today for some brand new, just released YA and middle grade books that have just come out. A lot of people are talking about them, so I wanted to let you guys know about them so you could read them first. If you have any suggestions for future book talks, let us know in the comments. We're going to be bringing you lots of new books, lots of different genres, just letting you know about some really cool books out there. And until next time, happy reading.